みちみちみちみち
The one who quit showbiz to fulfill her best friend's final wish? Of all PCs, you can't mean that, Julie. She doesn't care about any of us.
Oh, she doesn't care about us? Really? Could that be because since her friend's passing, there's been no room in her heart for anyone else? Oh, wow. Such a display of devotion.
What? Are you serious?
Ah, the brightest shining star of the abandoned district. It's none other than Miss Nikki herself and her mysterious partner, Mr. Momo. Oh my, to think I could see two living legends in one day. After I finish my in-depth report on Julie's retirement, I simply must arrange an exclusive interview with the two of you.
Hello?
Oh, even better! We'll do it right now! What sort of secret weapon did you use to defeat the caged greed? What kind of styling did you use when you won the Sovereign's Medal from Jenny? Wait, you must be here for the Ripple Estate soiree. Does that mean that Jenny told you... Ah, it must be related to why Julie retired all those years ago, right?
Well...
Oh, look at me. I get starstruck so easily I got flustered and almost forgot to introduce myself. This is my special Ripple Estate business card, fresh off the press from Sheldon. The order was only 998 blings, and Miss Nikki, the very first one is for you. And I'm Snapshot Tommy, all the way from Seatia, star reporter for the Brazen Beacon, columnist for the filler page.
From Seatia? Huh. I always thought that all PCs come from the abandoned district.
About that, I've done a bit of research.
It seems like both sides have a point. I can't believe that PCs outside the abandoned district don't even believe in the Silver Gale. Did you write this report, Tommy?
What? No, I'm not here for research. I was looking into Julie's story and happened to peruse some materials on the abandoned district. I came here to dig up some juicy scoop in Julie's hometown and find out the truth behind her retirement.
Why don't you just ask her?
You think I'd pester Queen Julie? She's so tough she'd sass that whole pack of sly-old foxes from the Kingdom Daily. Besides, that's not how I do my investigations. I prefer the little scraps of truth that no one notices, the ones tossed into the trash over some official hypocritical statement.
Too bad. I don't think the abandoned district has a single trash can.
What? No wonder something felt off. Fortunately, I'm no slouch. I'm already chasing down another lead. It's possible that Julie's retirement has something to do with the death of her best friend Cersei.
Dear guest, there's an old saying in Ripple Estate. Spilled wine cannot be poured back into the glass. Please do not bring up such old matters again.
I know.
Miss Nikki, Mr. Momo, welcome to Ripple Estate. Miss Jenny wanted to greet you personally, but I'm afraid she was called away by Pomey for a final inventory check. She'll be here later.
That's all right. We can use the time to explore and learn all about the Ripple Estate soiree.
Oh hey, that reminds me. I still haven't even asked about the time when Juliet joined Ripple Estate as a mysterious savorist.
The Dawn's First Light bottle from 2 days ago. I can still smell it. It's amazing.
I heard this is one of the new detergent vintages Ripple Estate is about to launch. I can't reveal the name yet, but I know what it's made of. It contains a classic aromatic detergent from the Ripple Estate, plus a new secret ingredient. They say it can enhance the effects of other detergents.
Wow! Return to the golden age before the disaster. Madam Julie really wasn't kidding.
Oh, please, give me a break. That Julia just drapes some straw on herself and makes the front page? Keep reading. Come on, I want to see what other nonsense this rat can cook up.
Filler column.
Sicia's rising star, Mr. Leon, said today that his collab with Juliet and Circe on As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom wasn't his big stage debut. He stated that when a habit becomes as silent as a tree, it is more profound than any protagonist's lines. Now that time has borne fruit, the art of the monologue will finally make the world...
Who's this Leon Schmeon guy? And that's all there is about Juliet? Ugh, about 10 copies from Tommy. What a total waste of thread. What a rich, fruity aroma! Such sturdy fabric! I'm sure I'll meet lots of master detergent makers on this trip. It's just a shame that Yarny is missing out.
I heard he went to Sicha to refine his detergent making skills. But now with the Ripple Estate soiree coming up, I don't see how he could miss such an important event.
Who knows? I haven't seen him in over half a year. Looks like I'll have to be the one who accepts Julie's specially blended detergent on his behalf. Yes! I'm never washing my hands again!
Isn't detergent made for washing things?
That Juliet Tommy mentioned before? She's even more amazing than I'd heard. No talent scouts, no connections, just faith in her own charm and charisma. She went from Prosperville all the way to Sichy and became a trendsetter. She's so glamorous.
Are you saying that the charming Madame Julie in her wonderful straw coat isn't glamorous? If you ask me, of all Juliet's designs, only the straw coat that created Madame Julie is really worth anything. If Juliet the human and Julie the PC had a styling duel, the winner and the one crowned the sovereign of sexy would be... it would definitely still be Madame Julie.
Nikki, Momo, welcome. Everyone, please calm down. Madame Julie is on the choo-choo train and will be arriving shortly.
Yay!
Julie, Julie, dance up a miracle! Julie, Julie, ignite for us the ripple!
First evacuate. Secure the suitcase.
I'm sorry. Madame Julie has some business to attend to. She won't be back for a few days. Please wait back at the estate.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Hey, why are you shooing us away? Let me see, come on!
I'm sorry, I can't. Please, leave now.
Nikki, what's going on?
I don't know. Come on, let's see if Jenny can explain. Excuse me, Jenny. Do you know what happened? Nikki. You've helped save both Ripple Estate and the Abandoned District. I can't possibly lie to you. In this suitcase are scraps of a PC.
What does that mean?
Scraps of a PC? Jenny, are you telling us that... Yes, the fabrics of the PCs. They're gifts from the Wishing One, each containing unique whim. The stronger their whim and the deeper their fabric studies, the more a PC stylist can feel a cloth's energy and distinguish ordinary scraps from the fabric of their own kind. Although I don't possess nearly as much whim as Madame Julie, and I don't always know a fabric's origins, I still sense that the cloth in this suitcase is the body of a PC.
What? Could it be Madame Julie?
But... how?
I don't know. Who would target Madame Julie? And who would have the power to harm Wishfield's Sovereign of Sexy? I'm sorry, my mind's a mess. But what happened, happened. As the former owner of the Ripple Estate, I have to act. I must calm everyone down, investigate, maintain normalcy. I must.
Don't worry, Jenny. We're in this together. You're not alone here. We'll figure out a way to handle what comes next.
Yes, exactly. Chelly and Pommy have already evacuated the other PCs. We just need to focus and take this one step at a time. Everything is going to be okay. I know it. Don't worry.
Thank you, Nikki and Momo. Until things are clearer, I'll ask Pommy and Charlie to control the narrative and not tell the others about Madame Julie's murder. Next, we must find the culprit. But with only fabric scraps, where would we even begin?
I can help. There may be clues on the suitcase or inside the train. Oh, we should also ask the staff on the choo-choo train if they know anything.
Never fear! Master Detective Nikki and her handsome assistant are here. Leave the investigating to us.
All right. Jenny, you should take a break. Momo and I will look around first.
I'm sorry. I'll leave it to you.
The suitcase isn't locked. This must be Madame Julie's exclusive logo. Is this straw?
Straw? Hey, Nikki! Remember that celebrity, Juliet? Didn't those PCs say Madame Julie was born from her straw coat?
Right! I heard Madame Julie wears a straw coat now too, and it really suits her. The exclusive logo, plus the straw on the back of the suitcase? It seems this really is Madame Julie's suitcase. She went all the way to Sichia, yet the surface of the suitcase is still so clean. Even the handle is polished. Madame Julie must have really cherished this.
And now it's being used to carry... that killer! They're horrible!
It's a shame there are no more clues about the killer. The suitcase wasn't locked, so anyone could have opened it. Which means... anyone could be the culprit. The PCs of the abandoned district made this to welcome Madame Julie. She was so beloved here. If they knew what happened to her, everyone would be heartbroken. Is this from Madame Julie's journal? Jenny said that Madame Julie left without a word to find a fragrance worthy of the Ripple Estate soiree. This journal seems to confirm that.
It seems she was a very spontaneous lady, so I guess it's not surprising she'd suddenly leave. But since she decided to return to the abandoned district, does that mean she found the formula she was after?
Maybe. It says here that she got some good news unexpectedly. But something's not right. In the second to last entry, Madame Julie said something was a little painful and stopped writing. I'm worried she might have gotten injured, or maybe even sick. Whatever happened, I have a feeling it's connected to this case of the scraps in the suitcase.
That would make sense. Nikki, did you find anything else?
I did. Madame Julie never wrote down the latest formula. I'm not sure if she wrote it down somewhere else or brought a sample with her. In any case, we haven't found any related evidence. Could the person who attacked Madame Julie have been after that formula?
Detective Nikki and her incredible sidekick have done it again. What happened before Madame Julie returned to the abandoned district? It's all coming together. But there aren't even any obvious traces at the scene. Whoa, Nikki, could we be dealing with one of those professional assassins from the comic books? The really nasty ones?
Don't worry, Momo. Whoever they are, if we work with Jenny and the others, I know we'll catch them. Killing a lovely old lady like her in the peaceful abandoned district. It's terrifying. Who knows what they'll do next? We can't just let them get away with this.
How could this happen?
Oh, Fanny Packy, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. This old scrap of fabric's just got to keep it together right now.
Nikki, are you here to help the investigation? Feel free to ask anything you want. I'll tell you anything I know.
Great. In that case, can I ask what happened before and after you saw Madame Julie today?
Early this morning, I took the Special Express to Golden Fields and waited for Madame Julie. Between her return and the preparations for the Ripple Estate soiree, some pretty big things are happening in the abandoned district. I just had to handle the route myself. She was her usual spontaneous self. Her letter to Jenny only mentioned the day she was getting into town, not the time. But I wasn't in a hurry. I was happy to wait. When she arrived, she seemed pretty happy. She spent some time admiring the welcome signs everyone made for her, then she chatted with me for a while before she got on the train.
Was she traveling alone?
Yes, she didn't tell anyone she was going on this long trip. She went all by herself. She was alone when she got back, too. And that suitcase she was carrying, it was the very same one. The train was called Julie's Special Express, and no other PCs were allowed on board. I was driving in the front, and she was the only passenger. I even offered to drive in reverse to get to the Ripple Estate in one stop. But Miss Julie said it had been a long time since she'd been back and wanted to enjoy the scenery, so she told me not to worry about it. So I followed the usual route, took a slow tour around the abandoned district, and then stopped at the Ripple Estate.
Did you hear any unusual sounds or see anything out of the ordinary along the way?
No, and the sound of the steam whistle probably would have covered it up. I didn't hear anything. The water was as calm as usual.
I see. That's all for now. Thank you, old Fanny Packy. I'm so sorry this happened.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you.
It seems like there are no other clues in the train car. Momo, let's tell Jenny what we found first.
Golden Age may end, but the soul of Sexy never fades. That's what you always said. But how could the abandoned district's most charming soul take her final bow like this?
Jenny, are you feeling better?
Nikki, I'm sorry for my behavior, and for putting this investigation on you.
I understand. You and Madame Julie were close friends for so long. This must be so hard. But we finished investigating.
Thank you. That suitcase is so important. I had Pommy take it back to the manor for safekeeping. But I kept this photo, just in case we missed any evidence. Did you happen to find anything?
The killer was careful and didn't leave any evidence behind. But I have some theories. According to old Fanny Packy's testimony, Julie boarded an empty train, but was somehow murdered before it stopped. The killer must have come from the water and snuck on board, then escaped afterwards. For some reason, they put Madame Julie's fabric inside the suitcase and sent it on to the Ripple estate. And there's one thing I'm really worried about. There's no way Madame Julie would travel so far without taking any luggage with her. But when you opened the suitcase earlier, there was only the fabric inside. What could have happened to everything inside the suitcase?
That is strange. Madame Julie always valued her quality of life. She even made sure to regularly clean her suitcase with one-wash fresh detergent. I'm sure she'd have packed a lot when she traveled.
Nikki, are you saying you think the killer stole everything out of Madame Julie's suitcase?
Yes. Based on what she wrote in her journal, the suitcase had... the Von der Rippels formula. Madame Julie went to Sicia to find the missing component, and I would assume she found something if she came back.
But we didn't find anything.
Speaking of Von der Rippels, that does remind me of something. Yesterday, Charlie discovered that one of Madame Julie's journals had gone missing. There wasn't anything really important inside of it, but the thief might have thought it contained records related to Von der Rippels, so they stole it.
That makes sense. So it looks like the stolen journal and the suitcase containing the scraps are probably connected to each other.
Yes. So, Nikki, I have a difficult request. I'd like to commission you... No, I would like to sincerely request that you help investigate the case of the stolen journal. I will assign some reliable members of staff to investigate the surface of the water to retrace some of the killer's steps. But Ripple Estate is short on hands, and I cannot let too many PCs know that our Julie was murdered.
I understand. I may not have known Madame Julie, but I know how important she was to everyone here. And that awful killer needs to be brought to justice. I'd love to help.
On behalf of all of the Ripple Estate, thank you. Charlie knows more details about the stolen journal case. She's at the entrance to the Ripple Estate comforting everyone. I suggest you talk to Charlie first. May the Silver Gale be with you.
Have no fear. We've no fear.
Madame Julie isn't coming back, and the bad guy hides in the shadows with a huge pair of scissors.
This is truly despicable slander. It must be from that blabbermouth of a columnist. I'll warn him. The Ripple Estate soiree will not tolerate his rumors. Don't worry, it's okay. Those words are just meant to scare you. Pay them no mind. See for yourself. There isn't anything lurking in the shadows. Even if there is, it's nothing we can't handle. Let's go take a look together, shall we? I'm terribly sorry, Miss Leora. Thank you for calming the child down. We've just learned that a guest has been spreading some irresponsible rumors. It's nothing. The Ripple Estate soiree is finally back. Many PCs have come, nostalgic for the good old days. With so much attention, these things are bound to happen. This grand scene, it's such a rare sight even in Sicia. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, how many guests are here from Sicia? Besides you, 3 others have arrived at the estate so far. Something wrong, Miss Leora? Do you need them for something? It's nothing. I just wanted to check. I'm sorry, I'll stop bothering you. Let's go. Charlie, who was that guest just now? That's Miss Leora from Sicia. She works for a theater troupe as a backstage crew member. She's actually more than just a guest here. After folks heard about the Ripple Estate soiree, she took the initiative to contact Jenny. She wanted to work behind the scenes for the event. In that case, she must be very interested in any news concerning the Ripple Estate soiree and Julie. She probably knows a bit about the estate's layout, too. What's wrong, Miss Nikki? Well, Jenny asked me to investigate the case of Julie's missing journal. She thinks it might be related to Julie's murder. Ah, it sounds like Jenny has already told you. Indeed. At a time like this, I don't know who better to trust than yourself and Mr. Momo. Now that this terrible thing has happened, we're short on hands and don't even know where to start investigating. Thank you for all your help in this difficult time, Miss Nikki. I understand. I also can't imagine who would hold a grudge against a PC as kind and respectable as Madame Julie. Hopefully, the case of the stolen journal can give us a clue. The journal was stolen on the very day before Julie's Special Express arrived. Lately, Pommy and I have been taking turns patrolling around the estate to maintain order. I take the day shift while Pommy takes the night shift. That day, I ended up switching my shift with Pommy's because, well, it's a bit embarrassing to say, but I spent the whole previous night showing a friend around the estate and just didn't have the energy to patrol the next day. The day and night patrol routes are different, with different points of focus. I asked Pommy for advice beforehand and noted down the key things to watch out for on the night shift. But around 9 o'clock that night, when I was patrolling around the savoring garden, I found to my surprise that one of the most important items, Madame Julie's journal, had gone missing. I made sure to search the area, confirmed it had been taken, and reported it back to Jenny. What does the journal look like? We'll help keep an eye out for it when we're looking around. It's a red notebook. Oh, when I was showing my friend around that night, we took a photo near the savoring garden. Miss Nikki, look! You see that red journal sitting there with the other things, don't you? It seems the journal hadn't been stolen yet when Pommy was on patrol the night before. Charlie, do you have any suspects? Her private journal was always kept there. Much like the rest of Madame Julie's personal items, no one would touch it or even give it a second thought, really. I hate to be suspicious of our guests, I really do. But to have all of this happening right now when the Ripple Estate is full of new faces, it just seems a little too convenient to me. Yes, if a PC from the abandoned district wanted to commit the crime, they would have had other opportunities and wouldn't have to risk being discovered by a patrolling PC.
Visitors, on the other hand. But I know it's not good to jump to conclusions without solid evidence. Charlie, I'd like to go see the place in the photo. Is that all right?
Of course. The Savoring Garden is just over there, on the stone tree platform. Please forgive me for not being able to accompany you. I have to calm everyone down and stop too many rumors from spreading. I just can't seem to get away right now.
I understand, Charlie. I will bring you the truth and catch that killer. Don't you worry.
And I'll always be Great Detective Nikki's right hand.
Thank you both so much. Pommy should be patrolling around that area. If you run into any trouble, be sure to go find him.
Be extinguished, all of you, for this era's tragic end. Julie, Juliet, in your eternal slumber, let me write your eulogy.
Ah, Mr. Leon, stop it. Please stop.
The whisper of truth has been carried to my ears by Tommy, and you, Julie's followers. Why do you hide secrets in your berries?
Huh? That columnist is spouting nonsense to everyone again. He's got a bigger mouth than the Ambert outside my house. Don't you believe a word he says?
What are you all doing?
Alas, thankfully, friends with proper etiquette have arrived to mourn the fall of a shining star. Since you pursue her glory as well, you must have also seen me burning alongside her on the stage. This vessel cursed by drama is Mr. Center Stage, Leon!
Leon. Oh, I think I saw that name in the newspaper that Tommy sold Sheldon. He co-starred in a play with Juliet.
So even Tommy can't forget me. Figures. Even a gossip reporter has no choice but to let my name roll off their tongue. You must be referring to As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom. In that performance, I portrayed a silent patrolman, but I still commanded the respect of that entire audience. That's why they call me the king of the stage, you see.
So you're saying you didn't have a single line?
I intended to catch up with Julie during the Ripple Estate soiree and persuade her to come with me to stir up Sichia's twilight once more. A pity. What a pity! Julie, how else shall I mourn you?
I understand your grief, Mr. Leon, but Tommy was only spreading rumors. Please don't take them seriously.
Exactly. By listening to Tommy, you might be crying over nothing.
Ah, another who understands the art of pacing. In that case, I'll stop bothering you. May we see each other again at the next dawn's first light.
Tommy, are you doing all right?
Thank you for helping me get that dramatic PC to leave. He flung himself on the suitcase in mourning. I couldn't pull him off. So unpumped. If Madame Julie were here, she'd have something to say.
Thanks for helping, Pommy. You've got to keep the peace and stop the news from starting a panic. Jenny trusted us to investigate the case of the missing journal. We've got to get to the bottom of this and uncover the truth about Madame Julie's murder.
I believe in you. If Madame Julie were here, she wouldn't want me to be so down either. If you need to know anything, just ask me.
Okay. Charlie already filled us in. Before the two of you switched shifts, did anything strange happen?
I don't think so. I usually patrol the Savoring Garden around 12 o'clock. Every time I make sure to check Madame Julie's things according to the list. I've never noticed any of her things go missing. Besides, only a few PCs pass through this area during the day. At night, it's just me on the night shift. A robbery's never taken place here before. I can't believe this is all happening before the Ripple Estate soiree. Never mind that. I'll take you there. You can investigate anything you need to.
Is that the journal?
What? Nikki, are you saying this is Madame Julie's journal? But didn't Jenny say that Charlie confirmed it was lost?
What are you talking about? Oh, wait, this really is Madame Julie's journal. But Charlie clearly confirmed this journal was missing that day.
A journal that was lost accidentally and without a trace, but then suddenly reappeared as if by magic? Pommy, Momo, let's go investigate and see if we can dig up any useful clues about this. Did it get stained somehow? Huh. It smells like a special fragrance. These creases are pretty new. Someone must have gone through it not long ago. Mommy, do PCs usually read Madame Julie's journal?
No! How could anyone be so rude as to look through her personal belongings?
In that case, I think these new creases were most likely made by the thief. If they stole the journal to read it, why did they return it?
And that stain on it must have been left by the thief too. It smells good. What is that stuff?
Let me smell it. Oh, isn't this the special blend Super Scented Palm? The two main ingredients are Super Duper Palmed and One Breath Bliss. The scent is designed to last an extremely long time.
Whoa, hold on. What is with these names? Does no one here know how to name a detergent properly?
Coming up with names was actually Madame Julie's strength. But since she's left, we've had to name them ourselves.
I think Super Duper Palmed is a really cool name if you ask me. Did you come up with that one all by yourself?
I did indeed. The Super Duper Palm detergent is a new product developed specifically for the Ripple Estate soiree. It brings together the power of all the detergent experts in Ripple Estate. So, obviously, I needed to win the press-off competition against Charlie so I can finally get the naming rights.
So you decide naming rights just as professionally as you decide names.
Super Duper Palm doesn't smell like much of anything on its own, but when you mix it together with other detergents, it has the power to enhance their effects. I can't think of any better name for something so palmed. But its effect isn't very stable yet, and can be a bit too powerful. Sometimes, the smell of the Super Scented Palm blend will hang around for days and days. So all the different formulas for Super Duper Palmed are still being adjusted. You can't even buy it yet.
Wait, if these detergents aren't on the market yet, how did they end up on this journal? Could it be an inside job by a PC from the Ripple Estate?
There's no way. If a Ripple Estate PC was behind this, why would they wait until now to sneak a peek at the journal? Before the Ripple Estate soiree, we didn't patrol nearly as much. It would have been easier then.
That's a good point. It does make more sense to suspect someone from outside. So, is there any other way to get super scented palmed?
Well, I remember now. It was about 3 days before the train arrived. With dawn's first light, we let everyone try a batch of super scented palmed.
Dawn's first light. Oh, I get it. 1 bottle of detergent in the morning, right? A bottle at dawn keeps you fresh all day long.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good slogan. That's right. Dawn's first light is a tradition of the Ripple Estate soiree. Starting a week before the official celebration, we let everyone sample the latest detergents every morning.
So this thief arrived at Ripple Estate 3 days before Julie's Special Express. If they stole the journal and put it back, they might have taken other things during those 3 days too. We've investigated this area. Momo, let's check the other things we found earlier to see if they have the same scent. It's a design sketchbook. It must be full of the Sovereign of Sexy's great ideas. Ooh, this is heavy. Is this Madame Julie's jewelry box?
A super diva's jewelry box! Just as glamorous and mysterious as a pirate's treasure. So, the thief stole some other things too. Detective Nikki, any theories?
Yes, I have some ideas. But first, I want to ask, Palmy, if you used super scented palmed and then touched Momo, would he have a strong smell too?
No way! If picking it up were that easy, the entire Ripple Estate would smell like this by now. Really though, I'd have to play Move and Groove with Momo the whole entire night before he'd even get super scented.
Then my idea must be correct. The thief most likely... Several times over the course of those 3 days, they'd steal an item, take it back, examine it, and return it. Because they kept the stolen items with them for a while, they all picked up the strong smell of super scented palmed.
That makes sense. But why would a thief do that?
Because they didn't want anyone to find out the items were missing. For whatever reason, this thief doesn't want to actually take these things. Rather, they were looking for something inside. By stealing, studying, and then returning them, they hoped to get a good look at these items without being discovered by other PCs. And their scheme worked the first 2 times. No one noticed her jewelry box or design sketchbook went missing. Yet, the theft of the journal was discovered. Possibly because... there was a difference in patrol times. Palmy usually patrols here around 12 at night, but Charlie said she arrived here at 9 and found the journal missing. At first, the thief likely took advantage of the patrol schedule, stealing the items after midnight and returning them before 12 the following night.
Oh, so every time Palmy patrolled, everything was neat and tidy. He couldn't have noticed anything.
Right, but the thief wouldn't know that Charlie switched to the night shift the day before Julie's Special Express arrived. Charlie patrols differently than Palmy, so Charlie got here earlier. At 9 o'clock, the thief hadn't had time to put the journal back, so Charlie noticed something was wrong.
Oh, we were so busy afterward that we never came back here to check. So it wasn't until you came to investigate that the journal had reappeared.
That's right. If my reasoning is correct, the thief probably has no idea they've been discovered. They might even come back here to strike again.
You're right. Detective Nikki, let's keep watch here tonight. We have to catch this awful thief red-handed.
Julie. Don't know her. I am just here to see if Ripple Estate's new detergent selection is worth stocking. That's all.
Oh, you don't know Julie? Well, that's... It's gotten so late already. Is there anything worth seeing around here?
Late? Everyone is usually up at this hour in Sichia, aren't they?
Oh, brother. The awkwardness here is palpable.
Do you two sightsee this late at night often? We just happened to run into each other. She's visiting Sichia too, so I was just saying hello. My name is Leora. I'm part of the backstage crew for a theater troupe in Sichia.
The name's Colleen, the owner of the Nightshade Lounge. If you're ever in Sichia, your yellow friend there can come get a couple bottles on the house.
A pleasure, Leora. Miss Colleen. As Deputy Patrol Officer, I'd like to ask some routine questions. So, why are you both out here in the middle of the night?
Checking on the local night-blooming berries. As for her, I'm not sure why she was following me.
Following you? Don't get me wrong, I just happened to bump into her. Being invited to help with the stage setup for the Ripple Estate soiree was an honor, but this brand new environment, the nighttime routes, open field lighting, there are a lot of challenges. I needed to do some prep work.
And the route you planned for the stage just happened to be the same one I was taking.
Now I'm curious. What kind of berries need nighttime inspections? Sounds like an excuse from someone up to no good.
The Nightshade Lounge is open at nighttime. The state of my raw ingredients is more potent at night than during the day.
They're both a bit suspicious. Neither one of them has a solid alibi. What do we do, Nikki?
Let me think. You two, tell me more about your night-blooming berries and your stage planning. If you can't give me straight answers, I'll assume you're lying.
Nikki, even if they are lying, I really don't think they'd make up their jobs out of nowhere. Asking questions like this won't help us figure out which one of them is actually the thief.
Oh, good point. I need to find a way to figure out if one of them stole the journal. You two, when did you arrive at the estate? Let me think. I was told that Julie's Special Express arrived 2 days after I got to the Ripple Estate.
Yeah, that's about right.
If what they're saying is actually true, then that would mean that neither of them could have used Super Scented Pommed. Therefore, there's no possible way they could be the thief we've been looking for.
Can anyone vouch for your arrival times? Everyone arriving from Sichia has to take the choo-choo train at Golden Fields. It's possible that one of the PCs there would have remembered me.
When I arrived at Golden Fields, a PC named Winby struck up a conversation with me.
Noted. I have no more questions for now. Good night. Get some sleep. By the way, there are lots of new decorations in the Ripple Estate. It'd be easy to break something. If you go out at midnight, please ask a staff member to join you.
It looks like we should go and check in with Wendy. That way we can be absolutely sure whether they're telling us the truth, or if they might have been hiding something all along. Nikki, let's head to Golden Fields after sunrise.
Back then, Mr. Simon told me, "Kid, you've got a nose better than a floof's, and a head more stuffed with ideas than a newsroom trash can. It'd be a criminal waste of talent if you don't become a news writer." From that day on, I resolved to become a PC worthy of those words. I'm going to become the most successful news scooper out there!
A single sentence from Madame Julie opened my eyes. Now, I've poured out the stories I've held in for decades, and I want to try songwriting.
It's a shame that the ones we chose to admire have both met with misfortune.
Tommy, don't say things like that.
Misfortune? Did something happen to Madame Julie? All I heard them say was that her trip got delayed.
No, not Madame Julie. It was Cersei who met with misfortune, which led to Juliet's retirement. That's what Snapshot Tommy's been claiming all along, right?
Hey, what do you mean, claiming? I have proof! Let me find it. Here's the newspaper from back then.
So it is true. Cersei was also a star from Prosperville. They weren't just from the same place. They were best friends. Like twin wheat stalks, together through rain or shine. Until one stalk breaks in the storm, lost without a trace. How lonely the other must have been.
Madame Julie always truly admired Cersei. When everyone thought Juliet would be the obvious choice for the leading role in As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom, Juliet just smiled before pushing Cersei to the front of the stage. Like one stalk of wheat quietly supporting another, helping her stand straight and dazzling. But who could have predicted a disaster that even the toughest wheat stalks couldn't withstand? Every time Cersei was mentioned, Madame Julie would sigh. Of all the drifting wheat seeds, none would ever grow like Cersei.
Mr. Leon knew the both of them too.
Ah, that one. He wasn't ever famous, but he had that flair for the dramatic and loved all sorts of excitement. I never could have imagined that the PC born from his suit would be cut from the exact same cloth, so to speak.
Insider drops major bombshell. 3 years ago, the two of them... Hey! The rest of the page is an ad! I guess I shouldn't expect much more from a tabloid filler page.
That's commercialization!
We can't be sure if this was the reason for Juliet's retirement, but I'm sure the death of her best friend would have been a huge blow.
You also think this might be related to her retirement, don't you? And now, all this terrible business with Julie.
Yes. Rumors about Madame Julie are everywhere. I understand, Tommy. The abandoned district has become such a rumor mill.
Wow, Nikki, that was a nice save.
So why not go somewhere else to learn about her and Cersei's past? Pestering one PC over and over won't be as efficient as asking around. Right, Wendy?
Huh? I don't mind sharing any of the stories I have about them. It's pretty boring in the field all by myself. But if you want to learn more about Cersei and Juliet, it might be worth it to head to the Windrider Mill and ask around there. Many of the PCs born from the original residents of Prosperville's clothing live right around there.
Whoa! That's a great idea! I can already smell the warm scent of wheat! I would bet 500 blings that the truth is hidden over there.
Whatever's there, just remember, Tommy. Even though you're investigating the truth, you still need to be very careful about the things you say and ask.
I understand. I'm off to Windrider Mill to put my best button forward. Catch you later!
Oh, I thought he'd never leave. Now we can finally ask Wendy when the other PCs got here without any distractions.
Nikki, Momo, are you here to listen to stories too?
Wendy, Momo and I love your stories, but something has come up at the Ripple Estate soiree.
That's right. The thief has their eyes on some stuff inside the estate, and we're helping Jenny with a secret investigation.
Ah, no wonder Jenny said to keep an eye on PCs going in and out of there, and to make sure they don't run off. Ask away. Whatever whispers I've heard lately, I promise to tell you.
Do you know Leora? She's from Sichia. She has orange hair, red-framed sunglasses, and a red flower on her chest. When did she get here?
Ah, so Leora's her name. I remember. She arrived here 2 days before Julie's special express. Sometime in the morning, I believe. She was in a hurry at first, but she stopped when she saw all of the wheat. Although she didn't say a word, I know the wind must have said a lot to her. We chatted for a moment, and she even gave me a book called Sichia Midnight Stories, saying she often read it while traveling.
If she only just arrived, then the culprit must be a different PC.
Makes sense. We should ask about when the other PCs arrived.
Wendy, do you know when Colleen arrived?
She's a cold, confident PC who wears a black tie, black gloves, and a small blue velvet hat on her head.
I remember. She arrived 2 days before Julie's special express. I think it was in the afternoon. She did look cold, but the way she picked up each of the wheat grains was surprisingly gentle. To me, her heart seemed to be so much softer than she looks.
Well, if it's not Leora or Colleen, then maybe we should ask more about when Tommy and Mr. Leon got there.
Okay. Wendy, do you remember when Tommy arrived at Golden Fields? The one you spoke to just now?
Let me think. I can't remember the exact time, but I remember that he definitely arrived earlier than Leora and Colleen. As soon as he got here, he started taking pictures, and even asked if I was willing to be interviewed on camera.
What about Mr. Leon? He's the PC who speaks super dramatically. The one who always wears a green plaid hat and a monocle.
Huh. Did I see a PC like that? From your description, he sounds like a very special gentleman. Like he just stepped out of a poster. If I could see the outfit he wore again, I might be able to remember.
No problem. I'll give it a try.
Every stalk of wheat will try its best to remember Mr. Leon. I just need to see that stylish outfit that looks like it stepped out of a poster one more time. Oh, it was that gentleman. He arrived 4 days before Julie's special express. I saw him that night. He looked kinda, not used to our weather. He kept wiping his forehead with his hanky. Tommy had just arrived too. He was snapping photos in the wheat field. When that gentleman saw him, he sprinted away as fast as he could. I'm sure he didn't want to be caught on camera all sweaty and dusty.
4 days earlier, huh? That means between Tommy and Leon, either one could be our guy.
Thanks a bunch, Wendy. You've been a huge help. Let's go back to Ripple Estate and have a serious chat with those two.
No problem. When you figured it out, come back to me. I've got a haystack full of stories waiting for you. Promise.
What's happening? Nikki! Everyone's acting totally bonkers!
No one understands my experiment. Scraps are crazy things, They could be lifesavers or a proof of death.
Will the curtain never rise again? Will we get to experience that era once more? Madame Julie, enlighten me. How do we start the ball?
Why do you bring up Julie? Oh, Julie would understand. Suitcase is full of rags. Just like my lab. My lab! A time to experiment!
Oh no, 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 no! What do we do?
Pommy, what on earth happened here? Who is this Forgotten? And Jenny, what does she mean?
Nikki! Oh, thank goodness. I feel much better after seeing you. May I introduce Quirky Gordon? He specializes in fabrics. He can take a look at Madame Julie's scraps. Maybe find a clue or two? I don't know what happened. I think we're fine at first, but now, boom, uttering gibberish. Take a look at them. I think they're hallucinating.
This seems oddly familiar. Wait, way back when we fixed the choo-choo train, wasn't old Fanny Packy acting like this too?
Right! The Ba-energy! He just used that weird detergent Nana mixed up. After that, he started hallucinating like crazy.
Oh no, what if something's wrong with Dawn's first light? I was busy getting ready for the Ripple Estate soiree this morning, so I skipped it. When I got here, everything was a mess. Today, right, Charlie was in charge of Dawn's first light. What happened? Where could she have gone?
Oh no. What if someone spiked the Dawn's first light detergent? Okay, Pommy, we've got to fix this. I think Nana once made a PC refreshing detergent. It cleared old Fanny Packy's head right up.
That makes sense. I have all the ingredients. I'll start on a batch right now. Nikki, can you help me press these? We've got to be fast.
You got it.
I think that should be enough. Nikki, this detergent can refresh PCs. We have to get this to everyone as fast as we possibly can.
The 18th detergent. The Ripple Estate soiree's music sheet. Watering the stone heart with straw. The strongest scent is ready. But you never came back. I will just soak it in then. Oh, the strongest detergent really has no fragrance. It's not really meant for pleasure.
Charlie, I brought some mind-clearing detergent. Let's put this on instead, okay? At least it should make you feel better.
This is my 18th detergent. Who's there? Nikki and Momo. By the Silver Gale. Sorry, I totally lost it. What's wrong with me? What happened?
It looks like the Dawn's First Light detergent went bad. Lots of PCs got poisoned. How are you feeling now?
Thanks for asking. Oh gosh, I feel absolutely terrible. I made certain I was especially careful with today's Dawn's First Light. The recipe, the testing, bottling it all up. Every step was perfectly meticulous. Oh, if Madame Julie saw all this...
Don't blame yourself, Charlie. If Madame Julie were here in this moment, she'd say, constantly doubting your own ability? That's not how a true savorist behaves. There's been so many recent cases. Maybe the poisoning of the detergent vintage was the culprit's doing too.
That makes sense. Charlie, think carefully. Has anything suspicious happened lately?
Oh, hang on a minute. My brain's a mess right now. The detergent that was tested this morning was mixed last night. So if someone messed with it, it had to be last night. But why would they? Oh no! With the Ripple Estate in such chaos, the culprit might be going around stealing things right now. I'm going to call Palmy right this second to check the Savoring Garden. We don't know who's behind this yet, but the Ripple Estate will never allow such reckless behavior. No one messes with Madame Julie's stuff.
Momo, we should go too.
There you are. I'm so glad to see you both. Folks are finally bouncing back, and Charlie's up and about again. What a relief.
Sorry about earlier. Not my finest moment. Hold on. I brought the group photo with me. Let's check it to see if anything's missing.
No problem. I can take a look now. Hold on a minute. A scarf is missing? Huh. I don't remember seeing it during our last investigation. Did it get stolen?
No way. If something had been off, I definitely would have noticed. Let me double check. This scarf. I don't think it's even part of Madame Julie's collection.
Huh?
I'm not seeing it on the list that Palmy gave me, and I'm fairly certain I didn't see it on the day in question. Palmy, did you see it?
I really don't know. I make sure to count Madame Julie's stuff on every patrol, so I'm positive nothing's ever gone missing. But if something brand new just showed up, I wouldn't have caught that.
The journal disappeared and came back. This scarf popped up before vanishing. Wait, I think I understand now. The scarf belongs to... Charlie, could your friend have left it behind?
Unlikely. This scarf looks like it was made in Sichia, and none of my friends wear anything like that. Besides, if someone lost a scarf, they'd ask me to help find it, and not try to sneak it back.
It belongs to the thief.
What?
Detective Nikki's onto something. Tell us what you're thinking. My ears are twitching with curiosity.
All right. From what we know, the thief attended the Dawn's First Light event in which Super Scented Pond was distributed. That means they got here at least 4 days before Julie's Special Express. They probably came to steal Madame Julie's belongings. Then, when they got here, they figured out Palmy's patrol pattern and midnight rounds. During the day, the area's too crowded with staff and guests, so that means there's no chance to dig around unnoticed.
So, they waited for nightfall to strike.
Right. After Palmy's patrol, maybe around dawn, the thief stole Madame Julie's journal. They made sure to return the journal before Palmy's next check. No one even noticed. But after handling the super-scented palmed, the stolen item picked up that signature scent.
Ah, of course, I make sure to count the items, but I don't usually sniff them. I had no idea it smelled out of the ordinary.
Even if you had, who would care? Everything was technically still there, right? Then the thief came back to steal a second item this time, and tried to do the exact same thing again. Except this time, the thief really messed up, because they left behind evidence. This scarf. Except, you take your duties seriously, Palmy, and always check all of Madame Julie's things. But I'm sure extra items can be pretty hard to notice sometimes. That's how they got away. But their luck couldn't last forever. Fortunately for our investigation, Charlie managed to snap a photo while showing her friend around that day. And thanks to that, Charlie ended up on the night patrol, which led to the missing journal being discovered. Sticking to routine, the clueless thief returned it before midnight and reset the scene. So when we came to investigate, nothing was missing, and there was nothing extra.
Whoa, they almost got away with it. If Charlie hadn't switched shifts and noticed the journal was missing, even finding the extra scarf from the photo wouldn't have raised any alarms.
But just like any other bad seed, it was bound to sprout trouble again. Actions have consequences after all. Based on the time they arrived in the abandoned district, we can rule out Leora and Colleen. This scarf also gives us just enough evidence to identify the thief. Mr. Leon.
No way, that annoying PC? He'd hang around me all the time. I'm positive he wasn't the one wearing that scarf.
Let me think. It was Tommy. I remember now. When we first met at the train station, he had this exact scarf tied around his camera.
Nikki, you're amazing! We would have been totally fooled without you. But why would Tommy do all this?
There's only one way to find out. Momo, let's go have a little chat with Tommy.
Oh, I saw him, over by the platform. From the moment everything went sideways, Cooling's had him cornered. I'm going in too. Let's catch him.
Hey, Colleen! Can you describe what you saw after you used the poison detergent? Please, just tell me.
Be quiet. Close your mouth, or I'll sew it shut. You hear me?
Yeah, pipe down. Cooling's just got her senses back, and her head is still spinning. I didn't even get poisoned, but listening to you is making my head spin.
Tommy!
Oh, hey, Nikki, you're still here. And would you look at who's still hanging around? Tommy.
Whoa, what's going on? You all came here for me? Wait, I get it. You must have some pretty juicy info to share, right?
We do have something, but we should talk about it in private.
Sounds good. Take him.
All right then. Palmy, could you take Colleen somewhere nearby to rest? We'll handle things with Tommy here.
You got it.
Now then, Nikki, what did you want to ask? Don't worry, if you agree to an exclusive with me, I'll spill all the beans you want. Whatever, you name it.
Tommy, I suggest you answer this next question very carefully. Did you ever take anything from the Savoring Garden? Say, Madame Julie's journal?
What? Why would I take anything from her?
Oh, please, he's got plenty of reasons. But I guess motive aside, we don't actually have any evidence.
What? Why would I take anything from her? I don't see how any of this has to do with me. Nikki, I may not write the crime column, but I know a thing or two about the law. Slander is a very serious offense, you know. What? Why would I take anything from her? I don't see how any of this has to do with me. What? Why would I take anything from her? I don't see how any of this has to do with me. What? Why would I take anything from her? I don't see how any of this has to do with me.
Oh, please, he's got plenty of reasons. But I guess motive aside, we don't actually have any evidence.
What? Why would I take anything from her? I don't see how any of this has to do with me. Now then.
Tommy, I suggest you answer this next.
What? Why would I take anything from her? The Savoring Garden? I've never even been there.
He's lying! Nikki, we worked so hard to figure out who the thief was. There has to be something that ties him to the crime scene.
The Savoring Garden?
Ugh! This fluff bag's tougher than I thought. Nikki, let's hit him with the evidence. Tear those lies to shreds.
What? Why would I take anything from her? The Savoring Garden? I've never even been there. I don't see how any of this has to do with me. The Savoring Garden? I've never even been there.
Look at this photo. That scarf with the sepia pattern. That's yours, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tommy, be honest with us. If you've never been to the Savoring Garden, then why was your scarf found there?
Okay, but hold on. How do you know it's mine? Look at me. Do you see a single trace of that scarf? I told you I've never been to that place before. Okay, but I told you I've never been to that place before. I don't know who Julie invited last time, what snacks they served, or what palm-scented detergent they used. I don't really care.
Still won't come clean, huh? Nikki, we can't let him weasel his way out of this. There's gotta be a hole in his story.
Okay, but hold on. How do you know it's mine? Look at me. Do you see a single trace of that scarf? Oh, this doesn't prove the scarf is mine. Nikki, instead of wasting your time interrogating... okay, but hold on. How do you know it's mine? Oh, this doesn't prove the scarf is mine. Nikki, instead... okay, but hold on. How do you know it's mine? Look at me. Do you see a single trace of that scarf? Oh, this doesn't prove the scarf is mine. Nikki, okay, but hold on. How do you know it's mine? Look at me. Do you see a single trace of that scarf?
We saw that you were wearing that very scarf in your latest promo shot, Tommy. Do you have anything to say for yourself now?
This photo. Look, the scarf. Oh, that scarf. I'm just so busy, you see. Always a deadline, you know. Forgot all about it. I picked it up off the road. Probably dropped by some lady by accident. I thought it was stylish, so I tied it to my camera for my Ripple Estate soiree credentials. Just a prop. Nothing to fuss over.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry, Tommy. Silly me. In that case, I'll just hold on to it. You know, in case that lady wants it back.
Right! Better to keep it safe. And, maybe we should go ask around Ripple Estate. I mean, someone out there has to recognize it. Maybe we could...
Wait! No, Nikki, don't take it!
Why not, Tommy? If the scarf isn't yours, then why do you want to keep it so badly?
All right, all right. I'll tell you whose scarf it is. It belongs to Mr. Simon, okay?
Mr. Simon? Oh, that columnist? The one you mentioned before? The one you said vanished?
Yes, I ran into Mr. Simon on my way to an interview. He seemed anxious and said he had to get home fast. We wound up floating together for a while, but suddenly some things started chasing us. He told me to run and said he would distract them. But afterwards, he never came back. I held onto his suitcase and kept the scarf. It was meant to be a present for his sister. See? Right there. It's got a Celeb Crow crest on it. Apparently, the two of them raised one of them together. A pet Celeb Crow named Cece. Pretty cute name, right?
If he never came back for it, then Mr. Simon might really be gone. Is Sichia really that dangerous?
Oh, that was, what, a century or two ago? Columnists are always digging into secrets, so we're bound to have a few enemies. Comes with the job. Mr. Simon always said I had the makings of a great columnist. Curious to a fault, he used to say. And yeah, when I want answers, I'll do anything to get them.
Huh! Including stealing them?
It wasn't stealing, I was just, borrowing them. Yes, investigative borrowing.
Huh?
Sorry. I mean, I admit I was wrong. I got carried away. I wanted to write the perfect story. I heard the estate never lends out Julie's things, and I let the pressure get the better of me.
Tommy, it doesn't matter what your motive might have been. Stealing is still a crime. And on top of that, you also poisoned the detergent. By doing so, you wound up hurting so many PCs in the process.
Poison? No, Nikki, you've got it all wrong. I would never do that. I just wanted the story. I would never go that far.
Wait, then who poisoned it?
Nikki, something's wrong. Madame Julie's suitcase, it's gone. The straps too, all stolen.
What?
Go find Jenny. She can explain what happened.
Right before Dawn's first light this morning, Squeaky checked the room, and the suitcase was still there. Which means...
Someone must have stolen it while everyone else was having hallucinations.
Nikki, I heard you were able to catch the journal thief. Any luck with the questioning?
Once Detective Nikki stepped in, Snapshot Tommy buckled under the pressure and confessed to everything. As your adorable, trusted assistant, let me figure this out. I suspect Tommy didn't find what he was looking for in Madame Julie's journal, so he went after the suitcase next.
But the suitcase was stolen while everyone was hallucinating. At that time, Tommy was pretty much glued to Colleen, and then we were interrogating him.
That's right. A lot of the others have been telling me the exact same thing. After returning from Golden Fields, he's been stuck with Colleen, and not by choice.
Oh, my first deduction and it's already wrong! Snapshot Tommy has an alibi!
So he didn't poison the detergent. Someone else swiped the suitcase in the chaos.
Then, could the suitcase thief be the same criminal who killed Madame Julie? What do you think, Detective Nikki?
It's possible. Maybe they did it too. Wait, did someone actually want those fabric scraps?
That's creepy. Don't say stuff like that. I've got sensitive ears.
Jenny, do you have any updates from the investigation along the choo-choo train line?
Unfortunately, we only found some stray stalks drifting with the current. Based on the wheat's general direction, we confirmed the culprit passed through the Ripple estate. I also asked a team to analyze this morning's Dawn's First Light bottle for any abnormalities. We should have the results soon.
Jenny, are you okay?
I'm afraid I haven't fully recovered just yet. I still get dizzy sometimes. I can't always tell dreams from memories. I'm not in my peak form right now. I'm truly sorry.
Don't be sorry. Please take care of yourself first.
The others probably also need time to recover from the detergent's effects. You should get some rest too, Nikki. Oh, yes. Before I forget, I set up a clue board this morning. It's near the barrel home. Thought it might help you clear your thoughts.
Thank you. You're right, Jenny. A lot has happened recently. I need to organize what we know so far. Momo, let's head over to the clue board and check it out.
So this is the clue board Jenny made for us? Nikki, we're like real deal detectives now. Can we maybe start our own agency? Oh, but if we did, what would we call it?
Ta-da! Introducing the Case Crackers by Nikki and Momo. Whatever the case may be, with just one look, we'll find the truth for you.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's got a nice ring to it. So, Detective Nikki, what's our first mystery?
A lot of the crimes happened in the abandoned district. Let's lay them out now. First, the case of the scraps in the suitcase. What a nightmare. We've barely got anything to go on.
The only thing Jenny found was a few floating strands of straw. Whoever did this covered their tracks well.
Ever since that suitcase showed up on the choo-choo train, the estate's been filled with chaos. Do you think everything ties back to that?
I do, but there's really no point chasing shadows without any more leads, though. Maybe we should tackle another mystery for now?
Don't forget our other cases. At least we cracked the case of the missing journal and caught the thief, Snapshot Tommy.
Yeah, he may have handed everything back, but come on. Stealing is stealing. He better be writing the world's longest apology letter. In ink, with his tears! Brilliant, Nikki! That deduction was perfect! Please tell me the juicy details again.
I have officially compiled all my brilliant deductions into one tidy little case file for us to reference. We cracked the case thanks to the scent of super scented palms, which led us straight to a scarf that didn't belong there. And boom! His buttony little feet gave him away.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that deduction in my archives. Once we're able to open up our agency, I'm gonna frame it and pin it on the wall.
Don't forget our other cases. Someone poisoned the Dawn's First Light detergent. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, but it still threw the estate into chaos. If only we knew more about detergent science. We'll have to wait for Jenny's lab professionals before we jump to conclusions. But one thing's crystal clear. The poisoning was definitely just a smokescreen to steal the suitcase.
Right! One crime to cover another!
It's just like lying. Tell one, you'll need 10 more to keep your story straight. It would have been better if they hadn't planted such a bad seed to begin with. Don't forget our other cases. And now, our most recent case, the missing suitcase. Why would anyone target Madame Julie's luggage? Is the suitcase thief the same PC who decided to murder her? This smells like a bigger conspiracy is at work, Momo. Since we hit a dead end with the fabric scraps, maybe we should work backward from the newer cases. Once the estate calms down, we'll track down witnesses, and maybe even catch the real culprit red-handed.
Just like we did with Tommy. Still so many questions, and not enough answers.
Let's be sure to rest up first. After that, Jenny will bring us back the toxin report from the lab, and we can get back on the case. We got this. With Detective Nikki and her sidekick Momo, no mystery stands a chance.
Hey! Ripple Estate sounds so lively again. Nikki! Do you think the PCs are starting to wake up? We should head to the Dawn's First Light prep area and ask around there. We need to find out exactly what happened that morning.
Don't forget... Okay.
Still so...
Let's be sure to rest up first.
Nikki, look! A rainbow just appeared over there!
do this to the Silvergale Wreath? This isn't just a stain on the world of detergent. It is a disgrace to the entire abandoned district.
Hold on. Slow down, Alan. Why are you so fired up?
Careful, buddy. You're so puffed up, you might float away.
Miss Nikki and Mr. Momo, I didn't expect you to catch me in such a ruffled state. This is infuriating. Someone really messed up the crates. Give me a break. Who in their right mind leaves Silvergale wreaths lying around? Everyone in the abandoned district knows those are sacred. Back in the day, if I so much as bumped into one, I'd have to recite 3 of the Silvergale's verses by heart on the spot.
Calm down, Alan. Just tell us where the crates go. We'll help you sort them out.
Really? Oh, over by the Silvergale. Thank you both very much. Someone must have switched the detergent crates with the Silvergale wreath crates. I just finished sorting the detergents. Oh, but those other crates still need to be moved. Would you mind moving these crates back and saving me from this massive heartache? Yes, perfect! Thank you so much, Nikki. You're the strongest, smartest, most stylish person this side of the estate!
You're all too kind. Wait, Alan, actually, I need to ask you something. The Poison Dawn's first light detergent. Did Jenny's team find anything?
Yikes! I almost forgot. That's on me. I got so fired up, my bag nearly popped. But yes, it turns out the saboteur mixed up Super Duper Palmed, One Breath Bliss, and One Wash Fresh. It was a total disaster.
Whoa. Whenever we start talking formulas, my head starts spinning. Super Duper Palmed. Wasn't Palmy talking about that stuff?
Here, I just finished updating the usage chart. Take a look. It should make more sense. The colors are just for identification, not the actual detergent color. Don't sue me, all right? The red label means that it's Super Duper Palmed. You have heard of that stuff, right? It doesn't have any scent of its own, but it's able to supercharge other detergents. The yellow one there is called One Breath Bliss, which can be used to make super scented Palmed. It's not a dangerous detergent. The smell is just impossible to cover up.
We've definitely seen that one.
Oh, and the blue one? That one's One Wash Fresh. It's used to make super clean Palmed. It can fade fabrics and wear them out if it's used too much. Now, if you blend all 3 together, you get a cocktail that doesn't clean, doesn't freshen, just wrecks PCs.
It, causes severe hallucinations, so it's called totally not palmed.
Yup. I just checked the inventory, and several bottles of Super Duper Palmed were emptied out. And the amount...
They used what was already here. Nothing from the outside. Catching this culprit just got even harder.
Tell me about it. At first, I just figured that some brand new, barely trained worker had just messed up the crates. But I looked into it, and the shift logs were clean. That's when I realized someone did this on purpose. The thing is, we've warned people not to mix the 3, loudly, repeatedly. Who overheard us and chose to poison people? We still don't know.
Wait, the work log wasn't messed up by the workers. Oh, I just realized. One more thing's out of place. It's the scarf from the Savoring Garden.
Nikki, did you mix up the 2 cases? That was from the last one.
Sorry. It's the crates. Alan, do we have work log records for the crates being put back in place?
No, we don't. But even the clumsiest PC wouldn't misplace the Silvergale wreath. It's a long-standing tradition in the abandoned district. Even PCs who don't work at Ripple Estate still show respect for the Silvergale.
Right, unless it's an outsider.
Oh, you mean that only a PC who doesn't believe in the Silvergale wouldn't have noticed the wreath was totally misplaced?
Exactly. If that's true, then the one who tampered with the batch is more likely a guest from Sichia.
Wait, those guys? They were so annoying. I heard that only 4 guests arrived here from Sichia, so do we have to check them one by one?
Nikki, and there's been a development. I think you should know.
Hey, this feels pretty familiar.
Colleen and I found a new guest unconscious in the raw material fermentation zone. He told us that he had run into a suspicious PC.
Tommy, what happened here?
A guest was just attacked. They were knocked out near a big wooden barrel by the raw material fermentation zone. On the day that Dawn's First Light detergent was poisoned, even after everyone slowly started to recover, Colleen was still a bit dizzy, but she insisted on doing the nightly tour as usual. She asked if I could accompany her. I was worried about her, so I agreed to go along. When we got near that area late at night, she suddenly asked, "Do your employees always come here to rest?" It was only then that I finally saw what was peeking out from the edge of the barrel. A button foot and a white glove. I leaned in closer. That's no lazy employee, I thought. That's definitely a knocked-out PC.
Good thing you passed by in time. How's the PC that was attacked? Where are they now?
We took him to get patched up. Colleen often takes care of guests who pass out in the bar, so I left the injured PC in her care and rushed to find you. He's woken up now, and he said he's a talent scout from Sichia. He's probably the kind who hunts for big stars like Madame Julie. Ugh, all these poisonings and attacks. It's such a headache. Detective Nikki, only you and your sharp deductions can catch the culprit. Please, we're counting on you.
Don't worry, we won't let you down, Pommy. Could you take us to see this new guest?
The guest is also from Sichia. He arrived just before dawn yesterday, but he got lost while looking for a staff member to register. He said he only remembered asking for directions from a PC covered in patches. Then, all of a sudden, he just blacked out.
That was brutal.
Is it really that painful?
This is unbearable. The gaps in the fabric were packed with dirt, and each of the threads reeked of dust. I was able to wash my hands, but I just touched my portable detergent bottle.
It's just dirt. It won't kill you.
If you still have the energy to worry about washing your hands, I'd say you're recovering well.
Benny, this is Nikki, and her little yellow friend down there is Momo. They're very trustworthy. Whatever happened, you can tell them.
Hi, Benny. Don't worry, we'll catch the attacker for you. How are you feeling? Wait, are those...
They're old wounds.
When I pulled him out of the barrel, his threads were standing on end from fright. The gash was so massive, I figured another PC had... Fortunately, another PC just knocked into him pretty hard. No major injuries. He was out for a long time, but thanks to the Ribble Estate stitching skills, he's fine now.
I'm glad it wasn't serious. Benny, what do you remember from the attack?
How can I forget that? I arrived in the abandoned district just past midnight and missed the choo-choo train. But I'd visited long ago, so I knew I could float from Golden Fields straight to Ripple Estate. I was doing that, but then I lost my way. It's been a while, and the stone trees changed so much. After I wandered around for a bit, I spotted someone and went to ask for directions.
Did you see their face clearly?
Just one glance was enough. They wore a dark green hat, had a pocket watch, and most terrifying of all, they were covered in irregular patches. When they noticed me, they charged straight at me. Next thing I knew, I woke up here.
The day Benny mentioned was exactly the same day as when the Dawn's First Light detergent was poisoned.
Right. While on my usual rounds that night, I saw a button foot and a glove sticking out of a barrel. That must have been him.
You really like midnight strolls, don't you? Why didn't you report what you saw?
I figured it was just a Ripple Estate PC taking a nap. Running a detergent bar, I see guests lying around all the time. I don't have the luxury to fuss over each and every one. Who could have known they'd been unconscious there all day?
That makes the mysterious Patchy PC look like a pretty suspicious character. Colleen, Pommy, have you seen this PC around?
Of course not. A PC covered in patches. That only really happens in Sichia's ghost stories.
I've been patrolling lately. I haven't seen any PC that scary. But I did ask Wendy. She confirmed to me that Benny had arrived in the abandoned district that evening. She also informed me that later on, she saw a strange-looking PC dart past. She couldn't stop them.
A new attack? A new suspect? Looks like we've got another mystery to solve. Let's check out the place where Benny was attacked. We might find some clues pointing to that Patchy PC. Let's also check the scene of the missing suitcase. The PCs should be up by now. We can ask them what they saw.
Detective Nikki, where would you like to start? I'll stick close behind and be your trusty assistant.
This place is far from the Ripple Estate's main boulevard. Seems like Benny really did get lost.
But why would that patchy PC come all the way here? The more I think about it, the more suspicious it seems. Whoa, such a...
But Momo, don't you think there's something odd about this schedule?
Oh yeah! Benny is taking baths way too often. He's gonna scrub his fabric thin.
Right? Last time I saw him, he was cleaning himself too. He's always carrying detergent. But what really catches my attention is that Benny keeps scouting for new talent, yet never schedules meetings with companies or makes time to give them resources.
So then, could it be that he doesn't have a single signed artist?
I think so too. Benny's career seems not to be going very well. A pair of scissors. The attacker must have dropped these.
Scissors, torn fabric, a patched up PC. Ugh, just picturing it is giving me goosebumps. Thank goodness Benny was only knocked out.
Look at these wood chips. They look like they fell here recently, and there are a bunch of loose threads caught on them.
Huh. It seems like a PC crashed into that cracked barrel over there, and they knocked off the rotten planks in the process. Nikki, let's check the ground nearby for more wood chips.
Hey, looks like the culprit used this wooden stick to knock him out. Let's hang on to it. The materials in the fermentation zone have been normal lately, and Alan's analysis confirms it. So the Dawn's first flight incident likely didn't start here.
Poor Benny. His career's a mess. He came all the way to the Ripple Estate soiree seeking opportunity, and then while just asking for directions, he almost lost his life to a suspicious PC.
Luckily, he's safe, and we've got more leads now. Momo, we should follow that trail of wood chips up ahead. Maybe someone else spotted the same patchy PC. Benny reported that he had no external injuries, and the trail of wood chips leads away from the main boulevard. Which means these wood chips weren't from the attack on Benny. They were left behind by the patchy PC as they escaped.
Who's that?
Mommy, sing something else. Looking for scraps of cloth. What a lovely piece I found. Oh, there. Don't cry, little one.
Who's crying?
No, don't! Help me, Mommy! Save me!
What the heck are you? Quit your creeping around. You better watch out for my claws.
What is happening?
So this is the work you're talking about? No, it's all right. Those are plenty of blings, trust me.
Were you the one who attacked Benny? Are you working for someone?
Threadstar! Chase! No, don't let him get away!
Hey, wait!
Wow, she's already gone.
A hat, a pocket watch, and then she also had all those patches covering over half her body. She definitely has to be the PC who attacked Benny. But then, she also said something so strange. I couldn't make heads or tails of any of it.
Exactly. She's rambling complete nonsense. Talking and talking without making a bit of sense. Wait a second. Nikki, look over there. I think she just dropped something.
A serial PC trafficking case? This Threadstar looks so familiar. Oh, I saw it in Tommy's newspaper too. It really is the same company. When Cersei passed away, they were really famous, a hot name in stage costume rentals.
But the clothes they rented out were actually made from PCs. Ugh! That's so cruel! How could such an evil company exist?
Luckily, the Kingdom Guards uncovered their plot. Without Operation Starstrike, who knows how many more PCs may have suffered. But looking at the rest of the headlines, that was all during the days of Prosperville, a case from centuries ago. Why would that patchy PC still carry this around? She also shouted Threadstar a moment ago.
Every square inch of her body is covered in all kinds of patches. Does that mean... Whoa! Nikki! Wait a second! Could she actually be part of that evil organization?
Don't worry, Momo. At least she didn't attack us. She just ran off. Too bad we couldn't catch up to her and question her face to face.
Nikki, let's go to the scene of the missing suitcase first and see if we can find any other clues. If it turns out this is connected to the mysterious patchy PC, we'll ask everyone to help track her down and get to the bottom of it.
The wind is picking up. Momo, be careful. Don't blow away.
It's just a light breeze. I'm not worried at all.
A few detergent bottles all lined up. This isn't where they're usually stored. Let's collect them for now. Such a meticulous shift schedule. Totally Granny Rags and Jenny's style. All the important checks and confirmations are supervised by the two of them, so it's unlikely anything went wrong.
Looks like if the shifts had been normal, the thief wouldn't have had any chance to steal the suitcase.
So that's why they spiked the dawn's first light, taking advantage of everyone's hallucinations to steal. This thief must be very cautious. Looks like the door was pried open. While everyone else was trapped in the hallucination, the thief must have opened it and stolen the suitcase full of scraps. Here's a crack, but it's so narrow, even a PC probably couldn't get in. Seems like there aren't any other clues at the scene. Momo, let's ask nearby witnesses. Maybe they saw something.
Oh, Silvergale, I've made a disaster! I worked so hard to stack the crates all neat and stylish. Now it's all ruined. I don't know how to fix this now. It's such a mess.
Hello, Belford. Did something strange happen over here?
No, nothing strange happened. Except me. I was a strange one. When I got poisoned, I completely messed up the cargo. And of course I was transporting the trendiest super-duper potent detergent. Oh, if only I hadn't thought this Dawn's First Light detergent was the trendiest thing those PCs in Sichia had never even glimpsed. I went and slathered on 3 whole bottles at once.
Oh man, you really got poisoned, huh?
But I gotta say, not every PC gets a chance to see hallucinations as fashionable as mine. I was striking a pose on a catapult seal, when suddenly, boom! 2 red suns lit the sky, with a huge orange one too! The Stoneheart burst into crackling fireworks just for me, and that scent was otherworldly.
Well, hallucinations can be like that. Nothing surprising.
There's nothing here that connects to the missing suitcase. So, have you seen any PCs around this area lately, acting suspicious or mentioning Madame Julie's suitcase?
You're asking the right PC. I've been delivering loads and loads of detergent recently, and I pass by here all the time. Not sure why, But that so-called center stage star from Sichi has been pacing around here. He's muttering to himself so theatrically that his fabric looks wrinkled. Is this just what passes for trendy these days?
Was it Leon? Maybe he was caught up with mourning again. Probably best not to imitate him right now. Thank you for the information, Belford. Momo, let's question some of the other witnesses.
Ugh, so frustrating! Not enough fruit juice, and I lost my rhythm.
Calm down, Squeaky. Could you tell us a little more about what happened this morning?
I got poisoned by the detergent, hallucinations swirling out of view. As for the PC who stole the case, no clue.
It's fine. There might be clues in your hallucination. Tell us all about it.
Trying to remember. Let's see. Pressing juice with all my might, the fruit, it goes flying. What a sight! The fruit bag sprouts arms and legs, scurrying and scampering around in fright. The bag. It said its stone tree no longer had hanker fins, no matter how deep the water was.
This hallucination, I honestly can't tell if it's supposed to be literal or abstract.
But a bag with arms and legs, and it could talk. That's basically a PC.
That makes sense, which can only mean that Squeaky probably saw the thief at some point. Quick, what else did you see? The more detail, the better.
I shared the stage with the Sovereign of Sexy and showed off the art of juice pressing. But that sack screamed so loud, I completely lost the rhythm. The crowd ran away in fright. The other sack lost its fight. Fruits tumbling left and right, spilling all the juice that night.
Don't be sad, Squeaky. All that juice, it was just a hallucination. What happened to that loud PC afterward?
It kept floating, upside down and round, but where it went, I never found.
This is really strange, Nikki. Why would the thief move upside down? Could it maybe have something to do with how they committed the crime?
I've got no clue. Let's go ask some other potential witnesses. Yup.
I can't believe it! I would never take that fabric, even if it was for the greatest experiment the world has ever seen! Once I give my statement, I'm going straight back to the lab to check on my beautiful fabric.
Hello, Gordon. We really appreciate you offering to help us with the missing suitcase investigation.
Of course I'll cooperate. That was just any old ordinary fabric. I can't believe that thief didn't leave a single scrap behind.
As the cloth inspector, did you check the scraps? Find anything unusual?
Those scraps were nearly full to the brim with whim. Great materials for experimentation. My work may be paused, but my new ideas keep piling up every day. But there is no soul left within those scraps. Even I am not able to stitch them together into a full body.
Hey, those scraps are from a PC. Don't you think your ideas sound a little distasteful?
I haven't lost myself to craziness. I'm simply telling you my findings. I examined them thoroughly. The culprit was incredibly careful, leaving no clear traces of a weapon. All I can infer is that the cuts were likely made with scissors.
Scissors are so common. It'll be hard to narrow down. Gordon, did you see anything else unusual this morning?
Nothing at all. I applied the Dawn's First Light detergent and went to see Jenny. My job was done, so I could finally get back to my experiments. I didn't pay any attention to scraps of cloth drifting past. Wait, I do remember passing the barrel home and seeing a PC that I didn't know arranging the venue. I'm certain they were orange. They were shouting nonsense, but I didn't pay attention. Now I realize it was a warning. Terrifying inspiration was about to flood in, and I would be drowned by crazy thoughts.
An orange stranger that was setting up the venue. That must have been Leora. Which means when Gordon saw her, she was already in a state of hallucination. And the barrel home is far from here. Even if the poisoning wasn't severe, she couldn't have made it in time.
So, Leora wouldn't have been fast enough to make it there in time for the suitcase theft. Good. Good. That's one more innocent PC to rule out.
Thank you, Gordon. No further questions. I hope your experiments go well back in the village.
Nikki, let's report both of these scenes to Jenny first. Maybe we can look at all the facts and figure out a new lead together. The Dawn's first light prep area, the site of Benny's attack, the missing suitcase scene. We finally investigated them all. Wow, I am exhausted. Does it always take this much hard work just to uncover the truth and solve a case?
Well, Momo, now you know. Being a detective isn't easy after all, huh?
Thank you. Once this is all over, I'll tell everyone in the estate about the heroic deeds of our two great detectives. And the estate's resources are always open for you to use.
Of course, Jenny. Anytime. We really want to catch the suitcase thief, too. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. We uncovered plenty of clues. Let me think. Let's start from here. Though the method of the poisoning was clever and doesn't directly pinpoint the culprit, it does still have one tiny flaw.
The misplaced crates!
Right. Every PC in the abandoned district holds the Silvergale in high regard. According to Alan, no one would dare put the Silvergale wreath in the wrong place.
Yeah, even if they're not estate staff, no one would casually break the abandoned district's traditions or disrespect the Silvergale.
So it's just like we suspected. The outsiders from Sichia are the more likely suspects.
Right now, there are half a dozen guests at the estate who come from Sichia. You two must know about them already. Our suspects must be among those 6.
Apart from those things... That Patchy PC is definitely suspicious. But apart from Benny's testimony, we don't have any solid evidence against her yet.
And she's so skilled, we haven't even been able to catch her for questioning yet. Also, we couldn't understand what she said. Interrogating her could be pointless.
True, but her skills actually make me less suspicious of her. If she were the thief, couldn't she have knocked out the guards and taken the suitcase right then?
That's right. If she was so strong that even Miss Nikki couldn't handle her, ordinary PCs from the estate wouldn't have stood a chance.
Causing large-scale chaos with poison would be unnecessary then. Still, this is all just speculation, not proof, so we should still keep her on our suspect list. Apart from those things... The suitcase was the thief's real target, so the missing suitcase is the key event. Based on the shift schedule we saw, the thief acted during the chaos caused by the poisoning. We questioned several witnesses at the scene. No one saw anyone suspicious, meaning the thief only had the chance during that short time when they were all hallucinating.
Yes, and by the time Miss Nikki finished questioning Tommy, the theft was already over. By then, Granny Rags had already noticed that the suitcase was missing.
That short time frame helps us rule out a few of our suspects, like Tommy and Colleen.
Oh, they were tangled up with each other earlier. Nikki and I interrogated one of them, and Palmy took the other away. It couldn't have been them.
Exactly. Also, according to Gordon's testimony, Leora was poisoned on the other side of the Ripple estate, so she's off the suspect list for now. And as for Benny, judging by the state Colleen and Palmy found him in, he was unconscious all along and couldn't have done it.
Wow, you're right! This really narrows down the suspect list.
This means that only Mr. Leon and the mysterious Patchy PC had the opportunity to commit the crime.
Well then, because Miss Nikki, I mean Detective Nikki, thinks the Patchy PC is less suspicious, I'll represent Ripple Estate and invite Mr. Leon for a talk.
Is it finally time to nab the bad guy? Count me in!
Not yet, Momo. Jenny, these are just preliminary deductions. If we rush to arrest Mr. Leon now, we might alert the culprit. Or worse, harm an innocent PC. I think Momo and I should have a little chat with him first. He might slip up in the conversation and say something that matches the suspect that witnesses saw in their hallucinations.
So that's it. You all want to erase this misunderstood, imperfect, ugly me. But from this moment on, my art is no longer an act. It is existence itself.
Excuse us, Mr. Leon. Could we ask you a few questions?
An interview? I oblige.
You could call it that. We just want to ask what you were doing when all the PCs were poisoned.
Normally, I'd be by the window, watching the sunset. The break of day. You see, an artist's mind will always paint in a few more details that extend beyond reality.
Didn't you get a bottle of Dawn's first light? Let me smell! Let me smell!
Oh, goodness. Wait. I remember now. I went to get my bottle of detergent, then headed back to the barrel home to meditate and to draw myself a bath. After all, I'm a seasoned artist from Sicia who once shared the stage with Juliet and Cersei. I must stay elegant at all times.
In that case, you must have fallen into hallucinations too. Oh, if you don't mind, what did you see?
That has nothing to do with the case, does it? I was alone the whole time. I saw nothing.
All right. Please rest up, Mr. Leon. We'll go ask the others.
Wait! Those were just hallucinations. Nothing worth asking about, right?
Oh, but Pommy was awake at the time. Gordon has been deep in his research for many years, so he might have ways to stay alert.
Yeah, you're right. We'll be sure to ask every single one of them, and we'll question a second time, just to be sure.
Hold on! If I'm honest, that wasn't the truth. After washing myself using the detergent, I went to, the suitcase storage area.
What for? Don't tell me you were up to something shady.
An artist's inspiration is not a dirty trick. I only went there to drown myself with sorrow after losing Julie, to give myself space to feel. As the scent of detergent lingered, I used those new sensations to reimagine the climactic scene of Act 7.
Mr. Leon, could you recreate the scene for us? Your art could really help our investigation.
Oh, but of course! I see the twinkle of true artistic yearning in your eyes. Now behold, Act 7 of the Fool's Submission!
Oh, Nikki, now you've never seen a live Sichian performance before. Mr. Leon, your show was amazing. Would you let me take a photo to remember it?
You'd rather embrace a perfect lie than accept the raw truth I bring? Well, what is it? Do you not feel your hearts being moved by my words?
What a performance. She's so full of conviction.
And very helpful to our investigation. Looks like your shadow is an upside-down PC, just like the witnesses said.
What? Who dares desecrate my art? Attempted murder upon the artistic spirit! Was it that lady guarding the suitcase? Or that clumsy little rascal hauling all those bottles and jars? Could it be Leora? The tragedy of Sicia! A betrayal from a fellow country spirit cuts deeper than the booze of the crowd!
Whoa, calm down. Nope, it wasn't Leora.
But can I ask why you would assume it was her? Don't tell me that you saw her near the suitcase storage area at the time.
Of course! I had no intention of playing the harsh critic, but that scene was more absurd than any absurdist play in existence. Beside that stage, I so carefully set two bumbling performers, Leora and that clumsy rascal, came staggering out like little marionettes with their strings cut. And that lady, fiddling with the air, shouted the most profound line of the show. Juicing is art. I was about to ask her for advice when I saw a flock of sheep cast off their disguises and charge toward the curtains. I heard the audience cheer, "Welcome, dear colleague."
Sounds like that's when you started hallucinating, huh?
A very vivid testimony. Thank you, Mr. Leon.
Nikki, when we talked to Gordon earlier, didn't he tell us that he saw Leora near the barrel home? So who's lying here?
It's Gordon who's lying. Also present at the scene back then were Squeaky and Belford. Belford mentioned earlier that he saw two red suns and a big orange sun in his hallucination. If that's referring to Leora's red glasses and her bright orange hair, it all makes sense.
Right, but then why would that experiment-obsessed guy give Leora a false alibi? He doesn't even know her.
Who says he doesn't? Momo, let's follow him and see if anything is out of the ordinary. We just have to be careful not to alert him.
I can't believe that Gordon would help a PC from Sicia cover up evidence.
They must be hiding some kind of shared secret. If we ask him directly, he might not tell us anything. We should be sure to tail him for a while first. He's really trying to avoid the others. Where is he going?
Shh! Nikki, let's follow quietly. If we could snap a photo of them secretly meeting, we'd have the evidence to confront him. Nikki, don't get too close. We don't want them to catch us.
They really do know each other. Once it's daytime, we'll visit Gordon and ask why he lied.
Nikki, what are you doing here?
Gordon, I have a question for you. What exactly are you doing here? Why did you give false testimony for Leora? Tell me, what's your connection to her? And to the missing suitcase?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I would never fake experimental data, and I would never falsify evidence. I examined the fabrics seriously, just as Jenny asked me to. They were full of whim, very interesting. Great subjects for experimenting. After I applied the Dawn's first light detergent, I saw a PC arranging the venue at the barrel home. You say it was Leora, so then it was her.
Ugh! This fluff bag's tougher than I thought! Nikki, let's hit him with the evidence. Tear those lies to shreds!
I don't understand what you're talking about. After I applied the
That's not what we've been hearing from the other witnesses.
After I applied the Dawn's first light detergent, I saw a PC arranging the venue at the barrel home. You say it was Leora, so then it was her. What are you showing me this for? If it isn't... After I applied the Dawn's first light detergent, I saw a PC arranging the venue at the barrel home. You say it was Leora, so then it was her. I examined the fabrics seriously, just as Jenny asked me to. They were full of whim, very interesting. I don't understand what you're talking about. I would never... After I applied the Dawn's first light detergent, I saw a PC arranging the venue at the barrel home. You say it was Leora, so then it was her. What are you showing me this for? If it is nothing... After I applied the Dawn's first light detergent, I saw a PC arranging the venue at the barrel home.
Is that so? Mr. Leon doesn't seem to agree with that. On that day, he also saw Leora. Except, it was near the scene of the missing suitcase.
What? Could such a coincidence actually occur? This is a disgrace to my experiments!
Before Mr. Leon started hallucinating, he recalled seeing Leora appear there, which is pretty far away from the barrel home that you mentioned earlier. I don't think Leora can split herself in two. She couldn't have been in both places at once. So, who did you actually see? Or maybe you never saw Leora that day at all. Maybe you just wanted to give her a fake alibi.
Why should you believe Leon? He may look crazy, but he's not truly crazy. He just rambles on about meaningless art. No matter what he says, I didn't lie for her. I don't buy data with insignificant trends, and I don't lie for a PC I don't even know. Ha! Leon's a PC from Sichia too. Maybe he's got a grudge against Leora. Why don't you just accuse him of framing her? Just... No matter what he says, I didn't lie for her. I don't buy
This should be more than enough to prove that you and Leora do know each other. Who knows how long you've secretly been in contact?
Impossible. The data is flawed. It can't be like this. It can't be!
Stop denying it. Why are you hiding your connection with Leora? Why risk giving her a fake alibi? Why are you disrupting our investigation? You'd better have a convincing explanation. If not, I'll have to hand you and Leora over to Jenny and the others as the prime suspects for the missing suitcase. And for... the murder of Madame Julie! Miss Nikki, please don't trouble Gordon anymore. Leora...
You've been here the whole time? Tell us, what did you have up your sleeve?
I apologize for being deceitful earlier. Please allow me to reintroduce myself to you. I am Cersei, one of Juliet's friends.
What? Juliet's close friend back home? The one who died in that accident? That Cersei?
Yes, that's who I once was. Miss Nikki, allow me to share a story. One of Sicia from a century ago. It was the time of flowers before the storm, growth before ruin, an age of indulgence where everything was driven by the spotlight. A girl from Prosperville chased her dream of fame, stepping into the dazzling lights. Never expecting that behind the spotlight grew desire and power, just like a Threadstar costume, concealing the sewn-in corpse of another life inside.
You discovered what Threadstar was doing back then?
That's right. The dazzling facade was ripped away, and I witnessed the awful darkness lurking beneath, so I started my search. Naive, silly, call me what you'd like. I tried to uncover the truth myself, seeking atonement for my time spent in lavish distraction.
But you failed.
That was Cersei's fate. A wardrobe burned to ashes, and a vague, mysterious accident. Fortunately, there was more. Cersei left behind a Threadstar costume and a letter she had meant to send to Juliet, all hidden in a secret safe. Hundreds of years later, Leora was born from that legacy. Now in this body, I've reunited with my old friend.
Oh, Madame Julie met you in Sicia. That's the good news she wrote about. But what about the bad news?
The true evil of Threadstar still has not faded. Julie was nearly assassinated by its remnants, possibly because we knew too much about them. Luckily, we were together this time, so the two of us set a trap. The choo-choo train arrived in the abandoned district, and Julie
makes her entrance as a box of scraps.
Madame Julie, you're alive?
Darling, I may be old, but I've still got death beat. I won't go down before we catch Threadstar's remnants and avenge my little Cersei.
Don't get too excited. Don't forget, right now you're Threadstar's biggest target.
Oh, trust me, I'm well aware. They somehow think they still have me cornered, but that's all right with me. Faking my death is bound to turn the tables and smoke them out once and for all.
So, that box of fabric is...
It's my experiment. I'm infusing it with whim, mimicking Pc's fabric. All part of the experiment.
Gordon really is a crazy genius, isn't he? This has all been the performance of a lifetime thanks to his brilliance.
My apologies, Miss Nikki. We didn't want to drag everyone into this plan, so we hid this from you. Gordon's false testimony was meant to divert your investigation away from me.
Well, I also owe you an apology. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just still processing all this. Given how complicated this is, I understand why you kept things secret. The one who stole the suitcase is very likely a remnant of Threadstar.
Precisely! My dear, you're a remarkably smart girl. You exposing this little scheme isn't a failure for us at all. Don't worry, we're not just sitting around eating bonbons. Gordon is helping develop a reagent to keep tabs on the suitcase, and friends from Prosperville are gathering the materials. The end of the storm is the prelude to a clear day.
We begin with a magical encounter between a cadence